All right, well, we're going to close it out with our Showdown Sunday. This is usually Gio's thing. He writes up the articles for Showdown Sunday, so he's not here. But shout out to Gio for bringing up this category. So this week's category is which is the best picture winner of the last 5 years? What movie is the best? So you have Birdman, The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, 12 Years a Slave, Argo, The Artist, The King's Speech. Jake and I were talking about it. So, Jake, you've only seen 2 of these movies,
Yeah,
right?
I kind of failed at this Showdown Sunday. I haven't seen The King's Speech, The Artist, or 12 Years a Slave. And 12 Years a Slave is sitting in my room right now waiting to be watched.
Really? I was just telling you should watch it.
And I just haven't got around to doing it. But if I'm off to go Birdman or Argo, I'm going Argo.
Okay.
And you know how much I love Birdman.
Wow.
And I adore Birdman. But I remember going to watch Argo for the first time and being just floored by what I watched.
Yeah,
because
it's a great film.
I'm a sucker for true stories.
Yeah.
And what Ben Affleck did with that movie, directing and starring, and the cast he had, Bryan Cranston, Scoot McNairy, like all these players involved. It's phenomenal. The story is fantastic. I was so involved and so into it from the beginning, and the same thing goes with Birdman. I mean, the movie, the one shot process throughout the entire movie, the performances, all that kind of stuff. But Argo is definitely my choice for many reasons.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that. Argo is a great film, and Ben Affleck is a freaking phenomenal director. So I've seen 4 of these films. I've seen The King's Speech, Argo, 12 Years a Slave, and Birdman. I have not seen The Artist. This is so tough because hearing you talk about Argo, I'm like, wait a minute, do I want to choose Argo? And The King's Speech is great. Colin Firth freaking killed it. He definitely deserved to win the Oscar that year. And for me, it comes down to 12 Years a Slave and Birdman. But 12 Years a Slave is a great film, but for my personal likings, I'm going to choose Birdman.
I like it.
I love this movie. And Gio always gives me crap because it wasn't my favorite movie of that year. It was in my top 10, and he still gives me crap for it. I freaking loved this movie. Birdman is a freaking phenomenal film. I'm a huge guy. I'm huge on dialogue in movies. That's why I loved Steve Jobs so much. And they're very different, but as far as dialogue driving the whole entire film, they're very similar.
Yeah.
So for me, Birdman is freaking amazing. I think it's better than The Revenant, Alejandro González Iñárritu's film that he won Best Director for this year. So for me, I'm going to choose Birdman out of these 5 films. Please let us know in the comment section which of these 5 films do you think is the Best Picture winner. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for Apocalypse Movie News. I want to thank Jake Berlin for joining me today. Where can they find you online, man?
Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake. You can find our Facebook page, Apocalypse Movies. Hit that share, subscribe, and like button.
Oh, definitely. And I'm your host, Jacob Bartley. You can find me on Twitter at @JacobBartley_ on this Apocalypse Movie News channel. Please hit subscribe. Please hit that like button. And until next time, watch some movies, yo.